We'll begin in Dallas, where Joe McCann has this week's 5-star feature.
R.J. Hampton is one of the most exciting players in the 2020 class. The 5-star combo guard from Little Elm, Texas can bring a crowd to its feet by doing any number of things on the court.
I probably describe my game as a fast-paced player. I like to get my teammates involved, but a lot of people don't see that because I have to score the ball because that's one of my roles on this team.
He's a winner. He's going to do whatever it takes to win. He's going to score, he's going to defend, he's going to rebound, and he's going to lead. He's really, in the last couple of years, he's really gotten big on leadership, and he just makes winning plays.
What fuels this rising superstar? Several things. A desire to be the best, a dream of playing in the NBA, and two men in his life also play important roles. First and foremost, his father, Rod. He's from the Dallas area, earned a basketball scholarship to SMU, and played professionally overseas. And he's molded RJ into a 5-star phenom.
Ever since I can remember, my dad's been my coach, so I've always listened to him, but as I got to maybe 6th, 7th grade, I started kind of wanting to develop my own style of game. And in my younger years, he was always like, oh, you're gonna be a point guard, you're gonna be a first point guard. And then that's when I played with Chris Harris, Jalen Wilson, and Davion. So I had guys that could score, and I was just kind of the point guard.
Early on, I just put him with some guys who could play. Guys that we all know now, that's who he came up with in my program. And all those guys, one thing they all had, they played hard every single day.
Having him as a coach has been great, because without him, I wouldn't have developed that point guard passing ability that I have now. And then he's kind of molded my offensive and scoring game now. I just kind of fell in love with the process and just getting up every day, working out.
When it came time for RJ to go to high school, the family was living in Little Elm, and that's where they met the man who has further inspired RJ, Coach Rusty Segler.
Met with Coach, and Coach didn't really know who he was. I didn't tell him who he was. I just wanted, hey man, I'm gonna bring this kid to your school. What do you like? You're looking at him, he's an older coach, so he's old school. So I kind of said, okay, man, maybe he has the same values of mine and a no-nonsense guy. And he really is a no-nonsense guy, but he knows how to handle these boys.
But Coach Segler hasn't inspired RJ just because he's a good coach. It's because he's currently in the fight of his life. 2.5 years ago, he received life-altering news.
Well, I just didn't have any energy and I was feeling bad, so my internist sent me to an oncologist, which was one step. And that day, she tested my stuff and said I had multiple myeloma, which is a rare bone marrow disease. I didn't even have my wife with me, and I had to go in a room and call her and tell her, hey, I'm starting my chemo today.
When he got the news and when he got really sick going through chemo and all that, you could tell RJ was different. RJ was different, man. And but at one time, Coach was down. I didn't know if he's gonna get back up. He really was down for a while, and you could tell when he started missing games, but I think that's when I put on RJ's shoulders, you gotta do it, you gotta be a leader.
That affected us great. not just me, but just everyone in the Little Elm community. Just to see him every day here now that he's fighting, he has cancer. Nobody wants to go through that. He gives us 120,000% every game and every practice, and just the way he prepares for the game and the way he gets us prepared for the game, it's not easy. I don't think a lot of people could do what he's doing.
If I get my rest and I get my medication, I can make it happen for 2 hours in a practice. Same thing in a game. And once they're over, though, the cliff is there and you're taking a step off of it, you kind of just go off. So anyway, that's kind of where that's at.
The inspiration goes both ways. As RJ gives Little Elm everything he has in every game, Coach Segler just wants to keep coming back for more.
The good Lord, evidently I've done something right, because the good Lord, here I am at the tail end of my career, obviously, blesses me with a player like RJ, who, in a world I've never been in, I've seen but never been in. And thanks to RJ and his dad inviting me out there to the USA basketball and stuff, I got to see some things I hadn't, it was bucket list stuff, and it's really been really kind of neat to deal with it, because as I've always said, RJ is just as good a person as he is a player. The public sees the stats and they see him play, and that's all they get. And you either love him or hate him, no matter, unless who you're going for. I get to be with him as a person, and that's the blessing. And then I get to do just like everybody else, sit and watch how he plays, and it's fantastic.
He's way more than a coach to me. I see Coach Segler, especially he'll come to my AAU games during the summer, and then like he said, USA basketball. If it was just a regular coach, you probably wouldn't invite him to all this other stuff, but he's more than a coach, he's family.
While RJ's career at Little Elm has been uplifting for everyone involved, there's plenty of excitement for his future as well. It may very well include the NBA, but he's focusing on 5 colleges for right now: Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, Memphis, and TCU.
My first year, I'm just looking for a coach that's just gonna let me be me and kind of just come in, and I want to make an impact right away. I want to be a vocal part of the team right away and just lead.
The college is going to get a game changer. You're going to get a guy that's making winning plays and that's going to play hard every night. But for him, you know, as a family, we talked about it. You know, we want a school that's going to let him play often, going to let him play through mistakes, and let him be RJ. If you let him be RJ Hampton at whatever school he goes to, not good things going to happen, great things going to happen.
I watch him out here, and it's clear he's the best player on the floor, and I'll take him for granted sometime. But watching him with those guys for USA Basketball, it proves that there's no question he could play at any college around. And the main colleges that came and talked to him and say, we're going to have you for 300 days. Well, you know, now those are the guys that actually do and have the one and dones. Well, they're the experts, okay? I can sit here and say it, and I've never coached a one and done, but when I hear them say it, wow, there it is, it's there. But it's gonna be a whole lot of fun saying, I know that guy right there. I told him, I said, just give me an autograph or something. Tell me you love me every now and then.
In Little Elm, Texas, I'm Joe McCann.